It's new wing review day. Got the Independence Grasshopper, size 26 right here. Look at how small that is for a 26. And what's really neat is how light it is because, well, it's like half the fabric. And then the bag itself that it comes in is pretty cool too. It's kind of like the same wing material almost, so everything's real lightweight. And it comes with this bag as well. It's like a smaller compress bag that you could throw it in and put it in like a free flight harness or something, but I'm gonna get it unraveled and play with this bad boy.
It's so tiny.
Hold that. Tell me how light that is for a 26 meter.
Yeah, that's
small too, huh?
that's my pinky.
Let me see.
No question.
Oh yeah.
It's not bad.
Have you weighed it?
No. What size is your wing?
It's a 26.
How is your wing heavier than that?
Oh yeah. It's like, I think 5 kilograms. A little more than half though.
Yeah.
Like
Tell me what that is for.
What's that?
It has like a little key in a little pocket here.
That is really trippy.
What is that?
The little key.
Little piece of metal in there?
Yeah, it was like in this pocket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Very nice. Oh, you see there's a hole in the last cell on the edges.
Ah. Interesting.
Oh, it's so the edge will roll up, fill up with air.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
then
it keeps it.
this is a pocket, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So that's
Just
really
a
the
ram.
only closed portion.
Looks like it that I can see. See, I did walking down there and having to walk through it. No,
Right.
that doesn't work.
It's pretty cool how they're color coded right here. So you got red on the left, green on the right, kind of like an airplane light. Position lights are.
Oh, okay.
I've had a chance to kite the wing and look it over. It's really cool looking. The only enclosed cell it has is on the edge, but it has a really big opening. So in terms of getting sand stuck in it, you can't unless it's at that end. And even then it would be easy to get it out because it's one single cell. But it's a very unique design, very light, inflates very easily, easy to kite. I'll get out there and go fly it. I want to see what it's like in flight. I hear flare authority and stuff like that can be a little weird. All right, first flight on this bad boy. Wow. Wow. Easy off the ground. Oh, the feedback on the brakes are weird. They're like jumping up and down. But not like crazy, but just weird movement. It's really stable. I know it's bumpy right now because the winds are, or in the mountains and the winds are fairly strong, but it seems to eat it up really well. What's interesting is I feel most of the turbulence in the brakes as if it's flapping back there. Rather than me getting thrown about, I feel it in my hands. I'm on the Atom 80 and I'm at full power, and my climb rate is pretty slow. It's like 300 foot per minute, 365. I weigh 165 pounds, but I'm pretty pleased with it. It's unique. I really want to get a little height and do some wingovers because I heard that wingovers kind of suck on this. Like it's so stable, it doesn't really want to roll. Another thing to consider is how slow this wing is. I'm going 8 knots this way and 25 that way. So it's very slow, but you know, if you're beach cruising, whatever, doesn't matter. Or if you're learning and you just want to cruise around and check things out, perfectly fine. I have a pretty stout headwind, so it's hard for me to go anywhere. But it seems like it's efficient because I'm pretty much cruising at a low power on this Atom 80. I like how it has the grasshopper symbol on there. It reminds me of all the times that grasshoppers have eaten through my wing. Well, now hopefully that won't happen since it's harder for a grasshopper to get stuck inside of it. That's pretty funny. You can do this. It wants to start turning. Probably wants to kill me in a second, but interessante. It's hands off. Check big ears. Easy. Wow, she's flappy though. I'm gonna do one side. The weird big ears. I'd say you want to be careful with big ears on this guy. Notice how my lines are close to the cage. Fine for paragliding, obviously. So I mentioned on takeoff how it kind of flaps and you feel it in your hands. I don't know if you see my hands kind of bobbing. So there's a lot of feedback through these brake lines compared to a normal wing, and I just think it's that lack of fabric and pressurization. It's kind of strange, but it seems very stable and reliable to me, and it's supposed to be. It's just a strange, it's a different feeling for sure in the brakes. Like, especially if you hold it tight, you can really feel every little movement. Fun fact is that I taught Elena how to fly in this random field. Yep, there's some pictures of Elena sitting next to this tree. Downwind side of the tree now. A little bumpy. Now I'm going real slow. Just make sure they don't bury any dead bodies in here. Looking good, unless they're in the pipes. What is this gonna be? This is massive. Some trash in there. Kids these days, first touch and go spot after flying for an hour. I'm going to land on this plateau and run off the edge. Should be fun. Woo! That's some nice grass. Paramotor pilot problems. Once you become one, every single field you look at is for landing. Alright, here we go. We're gonna land, touch and go, and I'm gonna run off the edge. This is gonna be fun. Woo! Nice. Nice! It's some nice grass though, I'll give them that. Alright, let's check it. Check the flare authority. Oh! It is non-existent right there. But man, that takeoff, whew, nice and smooth. Yeah, the flare wasn't exactly great, but I did come from like a mid-power setting and then dump it. So I really need to be, you know, come in from afar, hands up, power already off. You gotta be kidding me. I ran out of fuel again on this because, well, it is hard to determine how much fuel is in a fuel bladder that's in your seat. And, gosh, I've only been flying a little over an hour. Usually a lot, an hour and a half for a full tank. That's weird. Alright, I think it's out. It's really high RPM. Dang. I gotta just get some fuel from Ed at his house. He's right here. That is so lame. Alright guys, this wing review is turning into a engine out. If Ed can give me some fuel, that'd be great. Yes, sir. This is just fine. Ed's got a good spot. This is ridiculous. And yeah, that flare is not great. Huh. I could have added more, but it was a weird, like, lot of tension feeling. And I was like, I think I have enough. Time to see if Ed's here. Back at Ed's house. He said he'll be here in like 10 minutes, but I just remembered what video it was where I ran out of gas on this thing, and it was my SkyMax Pulsar assembly video. And then I went for a short flight, and yeah, ended up here, and left my paramotor here, and Ed gave me a ride back to the field, and I just drove back to my house and got the paramotor later, but I'm gonna steal some gas this time. He'll be here in a sec. Ed told me where his gas tank's at. I'm gonna put some in here. This is funny that this is happening again, except this time I'm gonna fly away instead of get a ride. All right. Quick pit stop. Wing looks weird. It always looks like the front edge is folded over, but that's just the design. It looks funny. Tiny little breeze, little uphill launch. Let's get it. Woohoo! Thank you for the gas, Ed. And he is not back yet. Gosh, I did all that. Like, I was engine out, and he was like, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I did all that pretty quick. Now I'm over my LZ. You can take a better wrap. Engine's cut off. Throttle stowed too. Looking good. Alright, let's do some wing overs on it. Hopefully, camera will pick it up. It's kind of dark. Didn't mean to go that far. Let's do it better this way. Yeah, she gets her done. Alright, we're about there. Whew! Took some pulling. Might be Jason out there. Hey, Jason! Oh, I might not be able to hear me with the thing going. I'm hot now after all that pulling. You know, I might take a wrap on the landing, actually. A little far, but that's alright. No, that's not bad. There's like no flare. What's up?
What are you doing?
Testing out a new wing.
That's a nice wing, man.
Yeah.